Ceremonies in the morning and afternoon saw 600 students graduate from the Newcastle College of Advanced Education today. The ceremony was to be the last before the proposed amalgamation with Newcastle University, but due to a change of federal government, that situation has also changed. At this stage, it's uncertain when or if the amalgamation will take place. Despite this temporary reprieve, the principal of the college, Dr. Eddie Richardson, condemned the Tertiary Education Board, calling its members Canberra-based bureaucrats with no real appreciation of the situation in Newcastle.
I have not met a person in this college who was in favour of it. I've not met many, if any, at the university who are in favour of it. Therefore, it would have to be an enforced amalgamation. The state's own higher education board doesn't want amalgamation at Newcastle.
For this particular trip, Frenchman Pierre Spinelli would be able to travel only one way, in a straight line. His propulsion was a high-speed dragster capable of reaching 300 kilometres an hour in a quarter mile, and his own set of wheels were as simple as you could imagine, garden variety roller skates. Spinelli hung onto a tow bar fitted to the rear of the dragster. His main problem was not, as you may think, to avoid falling over, but rather to keep his feet on the ground at all. Spinelli reached a confirmed 260 kilometres per hour, setting a new world record for skates, which will appear in next year's Guinness Book of Records. The previous record was held by a Dutchman who reached 214 kilometres an hour 2 weeks ago in Germany. After the run, Spinelli appeared not just elated with his speed, but amazed by his short flight.
Spain defeated Australia 2-1 to win the World Team Cup tennis tournament for the second time since 1978. Spain secured the victory by winning both singles rounds in the finals at Dusseldorf's Roche Club. But the Spanish team finished the tournament on a somewhat anticlimactic note by losing the doubles round. In the singles, Spain's Jose Higueras easily defeated Australia's Mark Edmondson 6-2, 6-4, and Spain's Manuel Orantes defeated Australia's Pat Cash 6-3, 6-2. Although they could not change the outcome of the tournament, the Australians came back strongly in the doubles competition, Edmondson and Cash downing Higueras and Gimenez 7-5, 4-6, 6-1. The Victorian Football League is set to launch into a $100,000 project to try and sell Australian football overseas. The money will be used to employ part-time sales and publicity consultants in the United States, England and Japan, and to entertain television executives who may buy the rights to the VFL match of the day. VFL President Dr. Alan Aylett says the league's marketing consultant will do most of the representations later this year in Los Angeles, San Francisco, New York, London and Tokyo to help promote the game. According to Dr. Aylett, the venture will cost the league about $30,000. He says the rest of the money will come from TV rights and the US sports cable station and from a subsidiary through the federal government's Export Grants Development Board scheme. Roma fans went wild as their team won the Italian League First Division Championship for the first time in 41 years. They were already celebrating before the match, which they drew 1-1 with Genoa. The result put them 3 points ahead of Juventus and beyond reach. Fans arrived at the stadium with flags, banners and some even had their faces painted in the club's colours. They started fires on the terraces and a 20th minute goal by Roberto Puerzo for Genoa did nothing to dispel the tides of enthusiasm, as smoke bombs left a pall of grey over the city. The fans had good reason to celebrate when Giuliano Ferroni equalised in the second half. At the final whistle, the Roma supporters invaded the pitch, leaving the players struggling to get to the dressing rooms. China added to their haul of gold medals in the World Table Tennis Championships in Tokyo when they won the women's doubles title. The match was close and two Chinese pairs ensured their country's sixth gold medal with a fine display of table tennis. Shen Jiaping, number 530, and Dai Lili, number 526, ran out the winners over Zheng Lulian, number 523, and Haoan Yuang, number 527, by 3 games to 2. The Chinese team were prevented from repeating their 1981 7-title clean sweep when the men's doubles title went to Yugoslavian pair Dragnon Schurbek and Zoran Kalinic.
Conference at the City Hall met behind closed doors. Apparently, the tone was set with a special screening of highlights of the Canberra summit. In 3 hours, 36 delegates tried to sum up what they understood as the region's problems. At the end of discussions, they emerged, talking about the need for ongoing effort.
What did come out of it was what we were saying should happen, is that there is a commitment by the meeting to ongoing, much broader, much more extensive conference.
Were you satisfied?
Yes, we thought that's about all that could be achieved. That was achieved, so to that extent we're happy.
Perhaps we all can, out of this, come to abandon some of our most cherished positions. It's mainly positions, I think, not always beliefs. It's mainly the positions we have. We've got to abandon some of them and get together and find out what our common objectives are. At the moment, we don't.